Thank you, Mr. Chair. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. Thank you, IDSA, for inviting me to participate in this conference. Today, I will present about the spread of terrorism in South and Southeast Asia country, mainly focus on the view from the Myanmar. I think the terrorism is the hybrid in nature, so it should be included in the traditional and also the non-traditional security threat. So terrorism is not new to the South and Southeast Asia countries. Indeed, for much of the Cold War, the activity of a variety of domestic ethno-nationalists and the religious groups posted that that was arguably one of the most significant challenges to the internal stability of the several countries across the region. And the South and Southeast Asia regions is strategically located between the eastern and the western hemisphere. The multi-sectoral cooperation of the South and Southeast Asia and Asian member states in the political, economic, and the cultural sector had much contributed to the regional security and stability. There are some non-traditional security issues in the region, such as the border dispute between the neighboring countries, multiple claims to the Sati Islands, illegal border trade, transnational crime, people smuggling, interference in the internal affairs of the other nation, and the terrorism. Terrorism can be described as a wave. The anarchic, anti-colonial, and the new left wave are lasted for a few decades, but the religious wave is lasting for many decades until now. And the South and Southeast Asia country had been afflicted by the school of the transnational jihadi terrorism, sometimes subsumed in the long-standing insurgencies. Both the region have also have a significant problem of poverty and poor governance. This problem enforces the spread of terrorism in the both regions. South and Southeast Asia states have all reaffirmed that terrorism is one of the most serious threats to the international peace and security. That people responsible for the committing terrorism acts, abuses, or the violation of international humanitarian law must be held accountably. And now I would like to talk about the Jemaah Islamiyah, the GI. Is based in the, as we all know, that is based in the Indonesia. And 16 years after the carrying Bali bombings, which killed over 200 people, the Al-Qaeda affiliated GI remain the key terrorist group in the Southeast Asia today. And despite being a pushback since 2009, by the death of its key leader and the rest of its members, the GI has ideological roots in the region. And the rise of so-called the Islamic State ISIS since 2014 has been the godsend for GI, and as it has absorbed the security apparatus' attention, permitting GI to expand and be in a position to pose a threat to the status in the region. And its key leaders believe that GI is in a state of heightened preparedness to date. And GI is subdivided the Southeast Asia region into a three-manic order zone for the specific purpose of training in Philippines, funding in the Malaysia and Singapore, and also operation in Indonesia. But before that, the GI had planned to establish a training camp in Western Myanmar, especially in the Rakhine state. According to the former GI training leader, the Nasir Abbas, who I met in the Jakarta last year, I personally met him about their plan to establish a camp in the Myanmar. So he and Hamberly, who is now in the Guantanamo, came to Myanmar in Rakhine State via Bangladesh in 1994. They met the local terrorist group called the Rohingya Solidarity Organization, RSO, and they discussed about the establishment of the international training camp in Myanmar. But they decided not to set up the camp because of the difficult and the rough terrain in the Rakhine State. And this camp was set up in the Mindanao in the Philippines, and also the tactics are used by the terror group in Philippines, southern Thailand, and also in the western Myanmar Rakhine State were very similar. Although we don't know they are connected each other yet. And the next one is about the ISIS. I learned about that there are two school of thought about the ISIS. And the first one is that some experts say this group is nearly vanquished as it struggled to hold in the Middle East country. And another analysis see that ISIS is invisible, distinct to wreak havoc in the Middle East for the next decade and beyond. Whether these are right or wrong, it has a plan to set up a stronghold in the Sam Pua country in the Africa, Eastern Europe, South and Southeast Asia country. And then also there are many freedom fighters were fighting along with ISIS in the Middle East. They are returning to their respective region after the failure of ISIS in the Middle East. So this will be the very serious threat for the both our region. And also there are some terrorist groups that pledge support for ISIS in the region, such as GI Indonesia and also Abu Sayyaf in the Philippines. And now I would like to move on to the Myanmar's Rakhine State case study. Myanmar is also a vital area bridging the Southeast Asia and South Asia. It wedged between the China and India, which are most populated and the most powerful one in the region. So the security of the state is affected by the impact from the political, economic, military, and social crisis and of the global and also the regional states. And also, the new emergence terrorist group in Myanmar is called the ARSA, which is the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army. Its former name was Hagar Yakin, the Faith Movement. And its leader, the Ataullah, and the others ARSA leader were trained in some South Asian countries according to their intelligence sources. And they were offended by their sympathizer and the extremist group in the Middle Eastern country. So ARSA is responsible for the 2016 and 2017 attacks in the western in the Rakhine State. On 9th October 2016, hundreds of ARSA terrorists attacked three Myanmar border police posts along Myanmar's border with Bangladesh, and killing 9 border police officers. And also again on 25th August 2017, 1,000 of terrorists participated in the coordinated attack on the 13th border police post and also Army Light Infantry Battalion base in the northern Rakhine State. And the Myanmars are, and also they killed the 12 police officers during the attack. Myanmar's Anti-Terrorism Central Committee declared ARSA as a terrorist groups in accordance with the country's counterterrorism law. On 22nd May of 2018, the Amnesty International released a report claiming it has evidence that ARSA rounded and killed as many as 99 Hindu civilians on the 25th August 2017, the same day that the ARSA launched a massive attack against the Myanmar security forces. And during the after the October 2016 attack, they were using three tactics according to the Joint Defense and Security Intelligence. The first one is a hit and run. They use a small arm and they attacked on the security, small security posts and also small scale ambushes on the patrol. And the next one is the attack on the patrol using IED. Firstly, they are not very much improved in the making this bomb, but recently they are very much improved in making IED using pipe bombs and also a car bomb using a remote control. And the last one is they killed these local Bengalese people suspecting cooperating with security forces. These are the 2017 attack, coordinated attack to the both 30 police posts and also went army base. Also, they set fire on the both ethnic and villages and also local Hindu villages. Both attacks in the 2016 and 2017 were well-organized attacks, and they use a dawn attack like regular army, and they more systematic command and control and use manpower, including thousands of these people, and they also in addition for the reinforcement. Before the attack in 2017, the security forces captured the 40 radio communication set from the local religious leader. So they plan to attack the security posts and prepare for the years before. And also the security forces capture the terror training camp in this mountainous region in the Rakhine state. They are sent underground facility in there. And this is their same information from the Bengal Post. This is the India and the Bangladesh intelligence official intercepted 3 long-duration call between these Azar military wing chief on the 23rd and 24th of August 2017. Whether it is wrong or true or not, we cannot confirm about these phone number from the Pakistani intelligence and also the ISIS recruiter in the Iraq, but we cannot confirm about this information yet. These are the these are the map they drawn before the attack in the security posts. And also the security forces captured the local made IED. And also the police truck were destroyed by the IED during the attack. And also that they capture, security forces capture the local made weapons. So in these pictures, we can see only this knife and sword and the handmade weapon. Why? And they use modernized weapons. So the answer is that they created the story that they were fighting for the rights with whatever they got. Because there are so many ants smuggling along the border, so they can get their modernized weapon whenever they want. So will there be future attacks? Yes, and so well, what should we prepare? This is not only important for Myanmar, but also for the neighboring country. So the reinforcement of the border police, including manpower and good ammunition, and upgrading the border security police posts, and the attachment of immigration and customs officer to these police units. Another one is the border fences. We have to finish some construction and some 30 miles along Myanmar-Bangladesh border, and we should use electric fences like in the Indo-Pakistani border. But there are two ideas about the border fences. Sam said that the border fences, they are very affected against all illegal migrants. But another idea is that they are only symbol nationalism, then only show their sovereignty. Our idea is that we should combine using of the border fences and with the technology, like the surveillance program with command center, UAV, and also the CCTV network and the night vision Google to the border guard policies. For example, the Israel in the Israel-Gaza barrier and the India is using Indo-Pakistani border and the Indo-Bangladesh border. And also there is recommendation of such a raid operation training, and also we should construct the information intelligence network. As a conclusion, the tactics used by the ASAR are the same to those used by the insurgent group fighting in the southern Thailand, namely crossing the border from the one country to another to launch small-scale attack, then the retreating back across the border to the community that share a similar ethnic and or the religious background. So the border security is very important, and it is the one of the essential element to the national security. Therefore, South and Southeast Asia country should have an integrated strategy, including counterterrorism training and exercises, intelligence gathering and sharing to counteract the terrorism. Thank you very much.